Hi, I'm Richard Waugh from Zycus, and welcome to our video, our Procurement Performance Series, where today's topic will be financial savings management. How to get procurement and finance on the same page. So first, a little bit of translation. When procurement says cost avoidance, finance hears no financial statement impact. Cost avoidance deals with potential future costs and the actions that procurement takes through the agreements that they negotiate and other programs to avoid potential future costs. Doesn't mean anything to finance because it doesn't impact the financial statements. Or for instance, when procurement says identified cost savings, finance hears no impact to budgets. From a finance perspective, only implemented savings that reduce budgets really matter to them in their world. So getting procurements and finance to speak the same language requires a rigorous financial savings management platform and discipline. And the first step to get them to agree on some key factors. Agree on what is the spend baseline that we're starting with, against which we're going to calculate savings. And what is the definition of those savings that we can all agree on, as well as the formulas that will be used to actually calculate and document the results and the savings that are contributed to the business. Then there's a process. You need a process to track and document those savings at the various stages at which they occur. So the starting point is often a budget or a plan for savings. Deriving out of the strategic sourcing methodology and the category strategy, what do we expect to get from the various savings projects or sourcing projects that we have in our funnel? Next is a forecast. As more and more information is gained, creating a forecast that we can project where those savings are going to come against the budget, and then actually identifying negotiated savings through the bidding process and the contracting process. Of course, that process is not complete at this stage because the fourth and final stage is savings, which actually gets booked to the financial statements, both the income statement and balance sheet, will be implemented and realized savings. Now, when you look at the procurement function itself, it needs to collaborate with all other functions across the business effectively, but nowhere is that collaboration link perhaps as important as between procurement and finance. And it shows up when you look at the results of what are best-in-class procurement organizations doing. Well, in an Aberdeen Group study, when they looked at cross-functional collaboration on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being we almost never talk to them, and 5 being the most frequent collaboration and communication, between procurement and finance, best-in-class organizations rated that interaction at 4.3 against a scale of 5, while all others, organizations performing below best-in-class, had rated that linkage at only 3.5. What's more, 2/3 of best-in-class procurement organizations can actually track their contributions through to those financial statements, the impact on the income statement at the bottom line, on the balance sheet in terms of cash flows. One example in our customer base is a health and beauty aids company that was really challenged with trying to establish a global, consistent process for tracking savings across the organization, because they found that without that transparency, their contribution to the bottom line was being masked to the business. So they implemented financial savings management as a discipline to agree on the formulas to track savings throughout. And with 120 users up and running, over 1/3 of those users are actually financial representatives, so that they know that they've got the documented, acknowledged benefit that they're contributing to the business on the record, on the income statement and balance sheet. So that's how procurement and finance get on the same page. Hope you enjoyed this discussion of financial savings management today, and hope you can go out and get all the credit that procurement deserves in your organization.